So this is actually Hotfix 32.0.3, not update 32.1, as was expected considering what is coming from this. You'll notice he's still standing all by himself over there. Oh, poor Kahl. But this is kind of a giveaway as to what else has kind of returned here because, yeah, no thanks. I'd rather get the Ayah in game than buy it and give it to her. But yes, the Prime Resurgence has reappeared, which of course means you can have a lot of coding errors on the website, so you can't actually see them. You can buy all of these weapons and the frames using Ayah if you want to buy Ayah, and wouldn't recommend it because you can, that would be Regal Ayah by the way, you can just get normal Ayah from doing bounties in the Obvalis. One of the best ways that I was shown how to get a hold of it. You then take that normal Ayah to Vorzai and you exchange it for the relic that you are looking for, and this is the only reason I like this system, because that relic will cost you 1 Ayah. And you get the relic you are looking for to then get a hold of the primes that you want. Of course, this time around it is, as aforementioned, Wukong Prime and Equinox Prime. And, well, there is the Huge Prime, the Kondo Prime, and they said Nintendo, yes, the Stradivar Prime, the Torpedo Prime. There is also the Navara Prime Armor and a bunch of other things that don't quite work because the website doesn't work properly. Digital Extreme having issues with the website? Never. Where you would find Vorzai is of course Maru's Bazaar. You can also get a hold of Ayah from the Void. It does drop there every so often, or from opening relic packs from syndicates. They also have a chance of dropping Ayah. And I said joining Ayah, but never mind. But it's Maru's Bazaar, you want to come, and well, Vorzai will be in here, just on the left. Basically follow everybody else. Maru's Bazaar. Never been this busy. And for the amount of people who turn around and say they hated this system, it's amazing how just after the update, how many people are actually here. It's amazing how many people are here every single time this happens. Because it was the same last time. Everybody hated it. I don't blame them in the slightest. The whole Regal Ayah system is basically used if you want instant access to the vaulted Prime stuff. Because she is going to bring everything. Every vaulted Prime will return. We have, of course, these, but it's browse ways we want to quickly go and have a look at, because you can see you can actually buy the pre-built Prime things using Regal Ayah. And Regal Ayah does cost you real money to buy, but what you can also do instead is just pick up the relics. And for some reason it's not saying how many of these relics you owned like it did last time. That would be 1 Ayah for 1 relic. I really doubt there is 0 chance I had any of these relics. There is a possibility these are new relics. I would say that's probably a huge possibility considering I have none of any of them. That being said, I don't have a lot of relics from different things, but Equinox and Wukong, their relics are available here for 1 Ayah each. And it means if you are trying to get a hold of Equinox Prime Neuroptics, you have to go and do a bounty on the Obvalis. Maybe get 2 or 3 while doing it. My record for the, by the way, was 4. 4 Ayah doing 1 bounty over there. Sometimes you'll get none. It's literally just if you are lucky enough. The person I was playing with was lucky. Hence, they got lots in 1 game. But even if you get 1, you can pick up the exact relic you are looking for. That is why I like the Prime Resurgence system. If you are looking for the Huge Prime Blueprint and you know that you want the Axie T9 relic, you don't need to go off and do the same mission 7 or 8 times to get a relic to drop. You do bounties several of them, or some void missions, or open some relic packs, get a handful of Ayah and pick up the same relic, and you can pick up 3 or 4 of them and concentrate on opening the relic instead of finding the relic. If that's all you need, if you don't need any of these primes, you can still get a hold of Ayah on the wait for the primes you are waiting for. Of course, the big news about the Prime Resurgence returning isn't the fact that she is here. It is going to change all of the time. Wukong, Equinox, Huge, the Nakondo, Stradivor, Torpedo. Yet they're going to be around for a month, not a week. Her rotations are now monthly, not weekly. The big news, of course, is Prime Resurgence has also permanently returned to Warframe, giving constant access to vaulted primes. So instead of having the Prime Vault every 3 months, we basically now have the Prime Vault every month. So it will rotate round every month. I like that. That needed to happen. I was hoping that she would come and stay. I'm glad to see she is. There's going to be a lot of people upset that she is as well, because there is still the paywall system there, but it means it's going to rotate round quicker. The Prime accessories are going to come through quicker. And you can also just pick up the Prime accessory you want instead of everything else in it. Or, as I say, just get the relics, get the Prime parts that way, and it's just the accessories that are still behind the paywall. Everything else you can get every other way. And then we get on to what everybody was really waiting for from this update. They go on to what's changed for the relic system, and nope, it's not that. It's not that. It's the Break Narmer missions. Hence why we started here. From here on, I cannot avoid this. This is kind of heavily spoilerish, spoiler heavy, because after completing the Veilbreaker quest, when Kahl ends up standing out there, if you know what you're looking for, you know what you're looking for, plus mine to stand out, he is dressed in white. He will... What are you two doing out here? Get back and cleaning that ship. They are not actually supposed to be out here. Don't know why they're out here. But if you come and see him, yes, he's not quite there yet, but he will be shortly, as the shadows fly past. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. If you come and see Kahl, Kahl's weekly missions that drop, I'm trying to remember what they were called, stock, are now available. These will reset every week. I'd love to have them to be on a timer, but it does look like they're kind of the same for everybody. Weirdly, there's only 3 mission types he is going to possibly have, which I thought was really kind of weird. Sneaky Sabotage, Junk Run, and Prison Break. Obviously, this is Sneaky Sabotage, where Veilbreaker Factory in the Orb Valis, you can find the beacons, no guns. Melee only. You need to be sneaky. This one should be fun, actually. Quite literally, it will say the same thing every time. Junk Run will Clipper needs some stuff, and yeah. That one, it doesn't say it's no guns, same as Prison Break, doesn't say it's anything else, but it literally doesn't say what Junk Run is going to be or what Prison Break is, it just has some text for it. These are the 3 mission types that you will get from Daughter. So not really sure what DG is. Somebody's going to be able to tell me what the... Oh, Blue Girl. Spoilers. I did warn people in advance, but... The important thing to note here is the stock that you get depends upon the challenges you can actually do. If you can do it deathless, you get 30. If you can remove 5 veils using Veilbreaker, you get 15. Collect 5 Geno Stamps, another 15. Find 4 K-Drive, whatever, parts, 15. Get Chipper's Tools, another 15. And complete under 15 minutes. I wish it was 15 missions, that would make it so much easier. Another 15. You can then take these to be able to turn around and go, oh, that's right. You're not here, are you? Oh, wait, yes, there you are. To Chipper, at which point you can go to Browse Wares and actually be able to get a hold of the blueprint for the new machete, the new pool gun, ooh, that's not right, spear gun, the new throwable secondary weapon. Yes, that's right, Archon Shards. A weekly purchase. Once a week you can buy an Archon Shard from him. Stanax, and probably more importantly would be the Archon mods themselves and the components for actual Stanax. Because there's no way to get a hold of a second Stanax if you want to actually buy him with Platinum. The option isn't there for at least the next week. Ooh, and there's also the Fog of Warframe around. That's all you're going to get to see of that, because, yeah, this whole thing, I'm just so glad that walking here, we don't have the waypoint that has been there for the past week, considering this was all meant to start on Monday. In case you didn't notice from the fact that the timer has 4 days left on it, this was in fact supposed to reset at the weekly reset. Yeah, they just didn't do it. And yes, to make Chipper appear, as you can tell, you just have to do the missions. His missions are of course replayable, and then Chipper will appear once you get some stock. Until you get some, he's not there. As well as that is a few little things like the fact that the terminal on your landing craft will now display what syndicate you are with, after of course not even making a big deal about the fact that you need to do this. Mine did not even come up with a waypoint telling me that I didn't have a syndicate selected. So it will display what syndicate you are currently pledged with here. And probably the funniest part of this entire thing, a bunch of, really I would say, fixes to the Archon hunts, optimizations, a bunch of other fixes. But I love the fact that they have gone on to mention Kahl's customizations are finally there. We're just going to completely ignore the fact that we started this video with a white and blue Kahl, are we? Because after the Veilbreaker quest, I completed it, and the first thing I did was went to this and customized Kahl by putting none on anything. And I'm hoping that they were going to get rid of that so it doesn't say none anymore, so you are forced to go back to his kind of stock-ish look. What I would love to see from this would be a pre-this happening version of Kahl's armor, which basically would just be a change to the helmet. I'm leaving him like this because you'll also notice that once they actually made this available, because I think I kind of got in there when I wasn't supposed to be, they've taken a bunch of these effects off him. So I'm just leaving him as he is right there, because apparently that wasn't something that you could do prior to this update. But it was, because I've seen lots and lots and lots of people actually do it. I've also read several different times Kahl's customizations from that terminal were not available until this update came out. But it was. And has been since you completed the Veilbreaker. You can of course put void shells on him if you so see fit, but yeah, I'm just glad that they have finally done this, because I'm just happy to be rid of that waypoint that was here. Of course, don't forget, because it has been a week, there is something else that will be here that you, if you have completed Veilbreaker, you can in fact now go back in and do, because this reset today as well. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.